my name is Roxy and I want to welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to make this cardigan. It's very simple and easy to make. In the video, all cardigan except the sleeve, the collar and the buttonhole is made with another yarn, but I need to stop at this cardigan. Look how beautiful it is, but I can continue with this yarn because my model is out of town and I can continue without her, but I will use this yarn because it is fantastic. If you want to use this yarn, is Alize Alpaca Fancy Rainbow. Okay, each skein has meters, grams, and meters. It's not easy to work with this type of yarn, but I will show you in the video how to begin if you want to use the same yarn. I am sorry because I can continue with this yarn, but that's it. For this cardigan I use a mohair yarn which I buy by kilogram. It's an Egyptian mohair and it is also very soft. So this cardigan is made for a 9-year-old girl, but I think doesn't matter what size you have. If you like it how it is, do it, because doesn't matter what size you have. You can do it if you have M size, L, XL, etc. But if you like it, this type of cardigan, okay? And also for this project I use crochet number 4 millimeters, a scissor and a yarn needle, and also I use 6 buttons, but depend the size that you have, you need more or less. I hope you like it. If you like my work, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's begin. Now, before we begin to make this cord, I will show you a little trick. If you work with this type of yarn, who is fancy or buckle yarn, when you chain, look, I chain some, and with this type of yarn it's almost impossible to see every chain. It's very hard. So this is only if you work with this type of yarn. And you take another type of yarn and chain the number of stitches that you need, and I will show you how to calculate. But when we chain at the beginning, make with normal yarn. So after you make the number of chain that you need, you skip to 1, 2, and into the third insert the crochet. Then you change with the yarn that you want to use. If you use this type of yarn, and make double crochet. Okay, look how easy it is to begin. If you work only this chain at the beginning, see? So if you work with this type of yarn, and when you chain and don't see where the chain it is, my advice is to begin with the normal yarn. Okay? And now I will show you how to take the measure and how to begin. Okay? As you can see, I already make the first part. Why I make this first part at the beginning, and then I film how to make it, because I want to see how it looks. And look how I begin. This is a normal yarn, and I change with normal yarn the number of stitches that I need, and then I continue with this fancy yarn. Okay? But first, before you begin, you need to measure here at the base of the neck all around. Okay? So doesn't matter what size you have. We begin with the measure all around the neck. And for example, this measure is for my model, but depends for each person what measure you have all around at the base of the neck. Okay, but this is for my model. She has 37 centimeter, and I make +3. Why +3? Because we need to be here a little large, but not too large. So she has 37 and I make +3, and in total I have 40 centimeter. For this 40 centimeter I chain 61. And now how to divide this number of chain that you need to begin. First, so I have 61 stitch, and make sure the number must be here at the back side. Divide by 2, because this front side here and here must have the same number of chain. So at the back side we need to divide by 2 and we obtain the same number of chain. And also the difference between back side and left and right must be 2 chain or 3, but no more than 3 chain. Okay, in my case I have 16 on the back side and 14 to the left and into the right, and also 16 divided by 2 is 8 plus 8. Okay, but after we finish to chain we need to make plus 1. Okay, and also after you take the measure and change the number of stitches that you need, my advice is to write on a paper how you divide this chain. And also after you make the chain you need to make plus 4. Why plus 4? Because we have 4 corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and also we need to chain in plus some stitch. Why? Because we work at the same time this front edge into the left and into the right. In my case I chain in plus 8 and 8. Okay, so when I chain 16, then I chain 1 and I put a stitch marker, then I chain 14, then I chain 1 stitch and I put a stitch marker for the corner, and I will show you how to make it. But in total, with this chain in plus who is for the front edge, I chain 81 stitch. Okay, and now I will show you how to chain, how to put the stitch marker, and then how to begin this cord. Also I will show you how to begin with the normal yarn, because I want to understand very good how to begin. The tutorial is very easy, but if you work with this type of yarn, it's a little hard. So if you are a beginner, my advice is to make with the normal yarn. Okay, so make a slip knot and then we make here 8 chain. This 8 chain is for the edge. Okay, if you want to make a little bigger, you can chain 10. If you want a little small, for example, if you make for a little girl, you can chain only 6 in plus, 6 on the left, 6 on the right, but it's your choice. In my case, I make 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I change the number of stitches that I need into the front, for the front, one side at the front. In my case is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 for the front edge and 8 for the front side. And then I chain 1. This one chain is for the corner. And take a stitch marker and insert the crochet into the last chain that you make. Okay? Now, I need to chain, in my case, 14. One moment until I make it. Okay, I make 14. Here for the shoulders. Oh, sorry. Here, okay? And also, after I make 14, but only in my case, I also chain 1. This chain 1 is for the next corner. And also you take another stitch marker and here into the last chain we put a stitch marker. And now you continue. Chain the number of stitches that you need for a back side and then chain 1. In this chain 1 make a stitch marker. Then make the number of stitches that you need for the left side. In my case it's 14. And then chain 1. In this chain 1 put a stitch marker. And then I will show you this last part, okay? So I crochet and I put the stitch markers. Okay, and now I need to chain the last part for this part. And here you have the number of stitches that you have for the front side, 6, 8 or 10 plus 8, exactly the same number of stitches that you chain for the beginning, but we need to make plus 1. So the number of stitches that you make for the front side plus 1. In total I have 9 plus 8. Okay? And also one moment until I chain. Okay, so I finished to chain, and now it's time to begin to make the first row. The first row is made only with double crochet. So yarn over and skip 2, 1, 2. Into the third, insert the crochet and make double crochet. And also you make double crochet until you reach at the first stitch marker. The first stitch marker is the first corner. Okay, so crochet until you reach at the first stitch marker. So I crochet until I reach at the stitch marker, and in total I have 16 double crochet. This skip 2 chain is count like 1 double crochet. I always chain 2 for the double crochet, so I have 16, 8 for the front side and 8 for the front edge, and 8 for the front side. And now it's time to make the first corner. Take the stitch marker and into the next stitch you make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and in the same stitch make 1 double crochet. If you work with the normal yarn, you don't need to put a stitch marker, because look, this little space, it's this little space see very good in my case, because I work with this fancy yarn. I don't see, and I use a stitch marker until I join for the arms. Okay, so if you work with a normal yarn, now you don't need the stitch marker. And now I crochet the number of stitches that I need for the shoulders. In my case is 40. So you can crochet double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the next stitch marker. Okay, I crochet double crochet in every stitch until I reach at the next stitch marker. Now you take the stitch marker and here into the next stitch make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and in the same stitch 1 double crochet. This is the second corner here. Okay, so 1 corner here, second corner here, and now you continue. Make double crochet until you reach at the next stitch marker. When you reach at the stitch marker, make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Then you make the number of double crochet that you need for the shoulder, and then when you reach at the stitch marker, also make the last corner, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and then you continue until you finish this first row, and then I will show you how to begin the next row. I finished this first row, and now it's time to begin the row number 2, and also we begin to make the front edge. The front edge we make at the beginning of the row and at the end of the row, always. So chain 2, 1, 2, this chain 2 is count like 1 double crochet. So we have 1. Into the next stitch, here we make 1 from post triple. I yarn over only 1 time. So yarn over 1 time and then insert the crochet into the front at the next double crochet, and we have 3 loops, 1, 2 and 3. We take 1 loops, then we take 2, then we take 2. So we have 1, 2. Into the next we make double crochet. Into the next stitch from post triple. 1 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next make double crochet. Into the next stitch make from post triple. 1, 2 and 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more 2. Into the next double crochet, and in my case this is the last stitch for the front side, and it is 1 from post triple crochet. See? And now you continue to make double crochet until you reach at the corner. One moment until I make double crochet until I reach at the corner. Okay? It's very easy. Here is the last double crochet. Okay? And then into the chain 1 space make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and then you continue to make double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the next corner. At the next corner you also make into the chain 1 space 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. See? So continue until you reach at the next corner. At the next corner make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Don't forget this here is the last double crochet, and then you make the corner. After you make the corner, make again double crochet in every stitch. Into the next corner make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and then continue until you reach at the last corner. Make the last corner, and then I will show you how to finish the row. Okay? I reach at the last corner, I make it, and now you count exactly the number of double crochet that you use for the front side. Okay, in my case is 8. I count this chain 2 as one double crochet, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into the double crochet number 8. Here I put a stitch marker only at this row, because then you will know where you need to begin the front edge. Okay, only at this row. And now you make double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the stitch marker. One moment until I make this double crochet that I need. Okay, I reach at the stitch marker. Now I take it because I don't need it, and also we make exactly as we make at the beginning of the row. We make one front post, triple crochet, one double crochet, one front post, triple crochet, one double crochet, one front post, triple crochet, one double crochet. One front post, triple, and here insert the crochet into the chain 2 at the beginning of the row, and we make one double crochet. See? And now we have the same stitch at the beginning and at the end of the row. Now we chain 2, 1, 2, and turn. This time we don't work exactly the same. Look how it is at this side and how it is at this side. Okay, so chain 2, and now we make back post triple crochet. So chain 2 is count as one double crochet. Then I make one back post triple crochet into the next double crochet, into the next back post triple crochet, 1, 2, 3, double crochet, back post, double crochet, and I need to make one more time, double crochet, back post, triple crochet. See? And now you continue to make double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the stitch marker. When you reach at the stitch marker, at the corner, at the corner you make one double crochet, chain 1, one double crochet. One moment until I reach at the first corner. So into the corner make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Okay. Now you continue to work exactly how it is. Double crochet in every stitch. In the corner make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Okay, until you reach at the almost reach at the end of the row. When you reach at the last 8 stitch, you make 1 back post, triple crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 back post, 1 double crochet, 1 back post, 1 double crochet, 1 back post, 1 double crochet into the chain 2 at the beginning of the row. Okay? And look, this came like that. I will make some rows because I want to show you how it is with the normal yarn, and then I give you some information. I make 5 rows because with the normal yarn, because I want to show you how it is with the normal yarn. Okay, and also after you make some rows, your work must look like that. And also after we join the corners here and here, your work will look like that. Okay, so your work after you make some rows must look like that. Okay, so from now on you crochet so many rows as you need until you obtain here your space for the arms, and also the length for your back side, and also this cord must be not too large but not too tight. But if you have a bigger breast, you need to make it a little large. Okay, so after you obtain the space for your arms and you put on you make like that here at the corners, join them with a stitch marker here and here, and then put on and if you space for the arms it's okay for you, and also the length of your back it's okay, and also here into the front these two sides came over the other like that. Okay, and very important, this first part must be close to your body, but if you need to make more rows because these two parts is not like that, you need to make more rows, or if you want to be a little large, it's your choice how many rows you need. But one more time, when you think you obtain the space for the arms and also the length for the backs, okay, join these corners here and here with a stitch marker and put on If you like it how it is, you continue as I show you to join the corners. Okay? So work until you obtain as I tell you, and then I will show you how to join the corners. I finish this first part. Look how beautiful it is. It's true, the yarn is very beautiful. And now, in my case, need to join the corners. After you finish this first part, you will, when you put on you, before you join the corner, you will see that part came over the shoulders. So it came like that until here. Okay? But it's okay. Okay? So now we join the corners, and then I give you some information. So work normally until you reach at the first corner, and also make this edge. This edge we make until we finish the cord. So this stitch we make until we finish the cord. Okay? So crochet until you reach at the first corner, and then I will show you how to join. I work until I reach at the first corner. Into the first corner, make one double crochet. Then take the stitch marker and you take the next corner, and also into the next corner make one double crochet, and then you take the stitch marker, and then you continue to make double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the next corner. At the next corner you make exactly as I show you, one double crochet. Look how it is. Okay? So continue to work until you reach at the next corner. At the next corner make one double crochet, then take the last corner and also make one double crochet, and continue until you finish the row. Until you finish the row, after you finish the row, you put on you, and you need to measure to here underarms, where it is this. So you measure underarms until your hips almost begin. So here your hips begin with 1 centimeter in minus. Okay, so measure to underarm until you almost your hips begin. After you measure the number of centimeter or inch that you have, so for example, only for example, you have 30 centimeter. You make for an adult minus 8 or 7 centimeter, and you work until you have 22 centimeter. Okay, so until here, because to here until here we make some stitch, and this stitch it will look like a white belt. You see, we make exactly the same stitch that we make at the front, at the beginning and at the end, but this time we make all around, and this part for an adult we make 8 centimeter, for a child 5-6 centimeter. Okay, so work to here until you reach where the waist begin, and then we make this part, but make sure your number of stitch that you have here all around must be multiple of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of stitch that you have must divide by 5, and you will see why you need to number of stitch to divide by 5, because after we make this part we begin to increase, and I will make a little design at the last part here. Okay, but now you measure one more time. Measure underarms until your hips almost begin. The number of centimeter or inch that you have, you make minus 7, 8. I will make 8 centimeter. Okay, so until you almost reach at the hips, minus 8 centimeter. So work until here, and then we make the next part. I finish this part and I reach almost here. Before we begin the next part, who is to here until here, we need to make one more row. But before we make this row, we need to count the number of stitch that you have between this edge. So count the number of stitch that you have between the edge. So to here until here. If you don't have the number of stitch who is multiple of 5, we need to increase. You have 4 possibilities. For example, if you need to increase 1 time, you increase here in the middle. If you need to increase 2 times, as in my case, you increase one increase here after we make the edge, the front edge, no, after we make the front edge and before we make the front edge. If you need to increase 3 times, you increase one here, one in the middle, and one here. If you need to increase 4 times, you increase one here, to increase one here, and one increase here. In my case, I have 128 stitch, so I need to increase 2 times. I increase here and here, but it's very important, this last row before we begin the next part must be made on the inside. This where we see the edge is the outside. The inside look like that. So the last row before we begin this part must be made on the inside, okay? So I will chain 2, one moment, one and 2, and turn. I make this edge, one moment until I make it, and then I make one increase. Okay. So I finish the edge, and now into the first stitch here I make 2 double crochet, and this is the first increase, 1 and 2, and then I continue to work normally until I reach at the last double crochet here, because then we make the edge, and into the last double crochet here we also make one increase, 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, so continue to make the number of increase that you have need and finish the row, and then we begin the next part. I finish this row with 2 increase that I have need, and now we make the next part. The next part is make exactly the same that we make at the front edge. So one row we make one from post triple crochet, one double crochet, one from post triple, one double crochet, and at the next row after we turn we make one back post triple crochet, one double crochet. But first we need to make the first row with one from post triple crochet, one double crochet. Exactly as we make at the front edge, into the left and into the right, but this time we make all around the same stitch. Okay. So I continue exactly how it came the stitch. One from post triple crochet, one double crochet until we almost finish the row. Okay, so I work this stitch until I almost finish the row, and then I will show you how to begin the next row. Okay, I almost reach at the front edge, and the last stitch before we begin the edge is, if you increase correctly, is one from post triple crochet. Okay, is exactly what I want. So at this part we have two triple crochet, one and two. Okay, and now you continue to finish the row. Okay, one moment until I finish this row, and then we begin the next row. The next row is make with one from a back post triple crochet, one double crochet. We work exactly how it came the stitch. Okay, chain 2, turn, you will see after you make some rows how beautiful it is, this part. Okay, so now you work normally exactly how it is, but here only at this part you have two back post double crochet here. Okay, So continue to work exactly how it is. I will make some stitch. One moment, okay? So here I have two back posts, one and two, and then I continue to work exactly how the stitch are. One back post, triple crochet, one double crochet. Okay, so continue to work until you have, for an adult, 7-8 centimeter, or for a child 5-6, and then we begin the next part at this squat. But the last row at this part is the row that you work with one back post, triple crochet, one double crochet. Okay, so last row must be at this part with one back post, triple crochet, one double crochet. I finished this part. As you can see, look how beautiful it is. And I work until I almost reach where the hips begin. So after you finish this, we need to make 2 more rows, and then we begin this part. Okay, so don't forget to make this edge, because this edge we will make until we finish. Okay, so I make first this edge. One moment. Oh, sorry. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. And now at this row we make 4 double crochet and 1 front post triple. Okay, so 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't matter if the when you need to make front post triple, you have one double crochet here. So I have 4 double crochet and 1 front post triple. Once again, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This time is exactly 1 front post, triple crochet. One more time, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the next stitch, 1 front post triple. Okay, so look, 4 double crochet, 1 front post triple, 4 double crochet, 1 front post triple. So continue to work until you finish the row, and then I will show you the next row. I finished this row, look how it is, and here I have 2 front post double crochet. I continue until I finish this part, okay? So this 2 front post we work until we finish. And now we chain 2, and again we make this edge. Turn your work, and I have 1. This time we make back post triple crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this time 9, because here we have 2 back post triple crochet. Okay, now we work normally exactly how it is. 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 back post triple crochet. Okay, and 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 back post triple crochet. Okay, so you continue until we finish the row, and then we begin to increase. Okay? I finish this row with 4 double crochet and 1 back post triple crochet, and then I turn, I chain 2 and I make the edge. From now on we begin to increase, but in my case, because I use this type of yarn, the row almost don't see. Look, so I put a stitch marker here at the first row where I begin to increase. If you use this type of yarn, you can make like that. If you make this cord with a normal yarn, you don't need, because it's very easy to count the rows. And now this is the first row at the next part. So at this first row we increase. Okay, so we have 4 double crochet between these 2 front post triple. We make so we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We make 1 normally into the second double crochet. We make 2 double crochet into the same stitch. This is the increase, and then we have 2 double crochet work normally, and now you make front post triple crochet. One more time. 1 double crochet to the next stitch. Into the next stitch we make the increase, 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Into the next stitch, double crochet, into the next stitch, double crochet, and front post triple crochet. So now we have between these 2 front post triple, we have 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so you continue to work as I show you. So make 1 double crochet, then 1 increase, then 2 double crochet, front post triple, and repeat until you finish the row. The next row you need to work normally. Okay, so after you turn, chain 2, make the edge, and you have 5 double crochet, 1 back post, 5 double crochet, 1 back post triple. Okay, so make these 2 rows and then I will show you the next row. I finish these 2 rows. Okay, and now it's time to increase again. I make the edge, and also I put a stitch marker. And now here we have 5 double crochet between these two front post triple, and we make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Into the third we make the increase, 2 double crochet into the same stitch, and again we make 2 double crochet until we reach at the next front post triple. One more time. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, into the third we make the increase, 2 double crochet into the same stitch, and then we have 2 double crochet, work normally, and then 1 front post triple. Okay, this time we have between, after we increase, we have 6 double crochet between these two front post triple crochet. Okay, so continue to work until you finish the row, and this is the row number 3 where we increase, and then you make 1, 2 and 3 work normally, 3 rows. Okay, so after you make this row with the increase, you make 3 rows. As you can see, we always increase at this part, okay, not at this part. Okay, so work as I show you, and then make 1, 2, 3 rows, and then I will show you again how to increase. I finished these 3 rows. Look how beautiful it is. Okay, and I also make the edge here into the front, and also I put the stitch marker, and now I reach at the row number 7 here, and at this row we need to increase again. Okay, so make the front edge and we make the increase at the row number 7, and we make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So we have 1, 2, into the third we increase. The increase is 2 double crochet into the same stitch, and then you work double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the front post triple crochet, and make it one more time. One double crochet, two double crochet, into the third we increase, two double crochet into the same stitch, one and two, one, two and three, and from post triple crochet. Now we have between these two triple crochet we have 7 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so continue to increase as I show you until you finish the row, and then the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows you work normally without any increase. Okay, after you make these rows you increase again. This time you will have between these two front post triple crochet you have 8 double crochet. Okay, and after you increase and you have 8 double crochet you make 7 rows. At this moment I don't know how many times I need to increase. I will see, and also if my model want more increase I will make. If she don't, I don't increase again. And also after you finish to increase, but you still need after you make these 7 rows, make again 1 row with increase and then make 9 rows, work normally. Okay, you can repeat this frequency as you need. Okay, and after you finish to increase you crochet normally until you obtain your length that you need. And also after I obtain the length that I need for my model, I think I will make an edge. Okay, if I make the edge I will show you. If I don't show you. Okay, so one more time. At this row number 7, you increase and you have between these two front post triple crochet you have 7. Then you make 5 rows, work normally. If you still need to increase, after you make this increase and the 5 rows work normally, at the next row you increase and you have 8 double crochet between these two front post triple, and then we make 7 rows, work normally. If you still need to increase, at the next increase you will have 9 double crochet between these two from post triple crochet, and then you make 7 rows work normally. Okay, so work until you obtain your length that you need, and then I'll show you the next step. So I crocheted until I obtain the length that I need for my model. Look how beautiful it is. It's true, the yarn is fantastic because the pattern is very easy. It's not very complicated, but the yarn, in my case, make this coat more beautiful. And now it's time to make the edge here at the bottom. The edge at the bottom is very simple, and I will show you with the same yarn that I show you how to begin this coat, because I want to understand very good how to make it. Okay, and then I will make some stitch here, but first I will show you how to make it with the normal yarn. So after you finish the last row must be at this side. Okay, because the edge you make at this side. And we chain 1 and turn the work into the same stitch. Here you make 1 single crochet, and also into the same stitch you make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, skip 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 into the third, make 1 single crochet, and also into the same stitch 2 double crochet. Once again, skip 2, 1, 2 into the third, make 1 single crochet, and in the same stitch make 2 double crochet. So we make 1 single crochet into the same stitch and 2 double crochet. Skip 2 one more time, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, and then 2 double crochet. Okay, if you don't like it, you can try another type of edge. Okay, it's your choice how edge you want to have here at the bottom. So chain 1, done, 1 single crochet and 2 double crochet into the same stitch, 1 and 2. Skip 2, 1, 2 into the third, we make 1 single crochet and also 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, skip 2, 1, 2, into the third, we make 1 single crochet, and also into the same stitch we make 2 double crochet. One more time, skip 1, 2, into the third, 1 single crochet and 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, 1, 2, and single crochet. Look, why I show you other normal yarn, because here you can't see very good, but after we finish we have a little edge just for design. Okay, after I finish this row with this edge, I make one sleeve and then I will show you how to make the sleeve. Okay, I finish one sleeve. Look how beautiful it is, and now I will show you how to make it. We begin here where you join the corners. Okay, so insert the crochet, make a slip knot, and chain 2, 1, 2. From now on, the chain 2 don't count as one double crochet. Okay, and now if you make this cord for a child, you will decrease 2 times at the beginning of the row, 2 times at the end. If you make for an adult, you decrease 3 times at the beginning and 3 times at the end of the row. In my case, I decrease 2 times. So into the next stitch I make 1 unfinished double crochet. Into the next stitch 1 unfinished double crochet. Okay, and then join them into 1. This is 1 decrease. And now we make again 1 decrease, 1 unfinished double crochet, 2 unfinished double crochet, join them into 1. So this is 2 decrease, and I continue to make double crochet in every stitch until I have at the end of the row 4 stitches, because I need to decrease again 2 times for a child. If you make for an adult, you need to have at the end of the row 6 stitches. Okay, so continue until you almost finish the row, and then I will show you how to continue. I work until I have here 4 stitches, and now I need to decrease again, and we decrease exactly as you decrease at the beginning of the row. Okay, so I make 1 decrease and 1 more decrease, 2 decrease, and now after you finish the row, always you don't join into the chain 2, you join with slip stitch here into the first stitch, join with slip stitch, chain 2 and turn your work. Okay, and now you continue to make double crochet in every stitch. Okay, until you finish the row. The last stitch always will be here where you join with slip stitch, okay? Not here, because if you make here, you will decrease one stitch in every row. But I work until I almost reach at the end of the row, and then I will show you where you need to make the last stitch, how to join one more time, and how to continue. I almost finished the row, and look, the last stitch it's make exactly here. Okay, and join with slip stitch here into the first double crochet. Okay, chain 2, 1, 2, and start your work. And now you continue. You don't make here the first double crochet, you make into the next. Okay, one more, and here it is the last stitch always, and look how it is where I join. It's almost don't see where it is the join, and it is perfect. And now you continue to work until you almost obtain your length. For example, in my case, for my little model, I need around 40 centimeters, and I work double crochet in every stitch without any decrease until I have almost 33 centimeters. Okay, so work normally. For this edge I make 9 rows, and I have almost 8 centimeters, because I want to be a little long this edge, but you can make between 6-10 centimeters. Is your choice how many rows you want to make at the edge. Okay, but I work until I almost finish, and then I will show you how to decrease and how to make this stitch, because at the first row at the edge we decrease, and at the same time we change the stitch. And also my advice is, after you make the first row, you put a stitch marker into the first row, because it's more easy to count the rows, especially when you make the second sleeve. Okay, so here it is my first row where I decrease, and then I continue. Okay, I work until I almost obtained the length, and now it's time to make this elastic edge, okay? And at the same time we need to decrease, and it is very easy. Okay, so chain 2, 1, 2. At this row we decrease all around, yarn over, and this time the decrease is different than the decrease that I show you when we begin the sleeve, okay? And we make one from post double crochet, and this time we take 2 stitches, 1, 2, and it is a decrease. So 1 from post, okay? Into the next you take again 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and make 1 back post double crochet. Into the next stitch is from post, and again we take 2 stitches, then 1 back post, and also we take 1, 2 stitch. One more time, and make from post double crochet. Continue to work all around, and then I will show you how to finish and how to continue the next row. I almost finished the row, and look, at the end I have only 1 stitch, and I make one from post normally, because here into the last I can't decrease, okay, because I don't have 2 stitch, but it's okay if you have like that. And now after you make the last stitch, you join with slip stitch into the first from post double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2. From now on we work also circular, but we don't turn the work, okay? So continue. Now it's very simple. You make only front post and back post double crochet, okay? Back post double crochet, front post double crochet. One more time, 1 back post, 1 front post double crochet. See? And continue to work and make so many rows you need until you obtain the length, and then the sleeve is ready. Then make a slip knot, cut and hide the yarn, okay? So don't forget, make the last stitch and join slip stitch into the first front post double crochet, okay? I finished this sleeve, and then I will show you how to make the collar. Now it's time to make the collar. The collar begin from here and is finished here. Make a slip knot and you insert the crochet here into the first stitch, who is chain 2, okay, and chain 2, 1, 2. The first 8 stitch or 10, depends how many stitch you make for the front edge, is make exactly the same. 1 front post triple crochet, 1 double crochet. One moment until I make it. This stitch, and also at the end of the row you also make front post triple and double crochet. One moment please. Okay, and now for each part here into the front we decrease 1 time, and also here 1 time. At the shoulders 1 time decrease, and also here 1 time, and into the back you decrease 2 times. And the decrease is make exactly the same that I show you when I decrease at the sleeve. And also here we make 1 front post triple, 1 back post triple. Here is my last stitch, and it is front post, and now I make back post triple. 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 back post triple. Okay, 1 back post, and now I decrease, yarn over, and you take 2 stitch and make the decrease, and continue with 1 front post and 1 back post double crochet. One moment, because I reach other corner here, and I show you how to make at the corner. At the corner here it is 2 stitch, and we take also these 2 stitch at the corner, 2 and 3. Don't matter what stitch you need to make, front post triple crochet or back post triple crochet. Okay, and look, you continue all around. After you finish, chain 2, make the stitch exactly how it is, and continue to make so many rows you need. If you want a big collar, you need to make more rows. At this moment I don't know how many rows I make. So one more time, you decrease 1 time here, 1 time at the shoulders, 1 time here, and at the back side 2 times. Okay, after I finish the collar, I will show you how to make the buttonhole. As you can see, I finished the collar, and also I sew the button, and also I make the buttonhole. First, after you make the collar, take stitch markers and put 1 stitch marker where you want to have the buttons, okay? Make sure you have the same number of rows between every button, and also put a stitch marker exactly in the same row where you put for the buttons, because here you need to sew the buttonhole, okay? In my case I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons, and also I make 6 buttonholes, okay? Now I take the stitch markers and look how beautiful it is. One moment. I take these stitch markers and then I will show you how to make the buttonholes. Look how beautiful it is without stitch markers. Okay, now I will show you how to make the buttonholes. For the buttonholes, you need to chain 12. So chain 12 and then skip one stitch into the next, make a single crochet, into the next single crochet. In total you need to make 5 double crochet, so I make single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next stitch, into the next chain, we make 3, 1, 2 and 3 single crochet into the same chain. 1, 2 and 3. Then we make 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Into the last stitch we make 3 single crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Now you take at the beginning at the buttonhole and insert the crochet into the skip and chain and make here 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, and now you continue to make slip stitch in every chain. Okay, continue to make slip stitch. One moment until I finish and I show you how it is. Okay. Sorry. This is the buttonhole. It's very easy to make and very simple. And now you cut the yarn, make a slip knot, pull tight, and then make 2 knots. One and 2. Cut the yarn like that, and after you make the buttonhole, okay, you sew the buttonhole on the inside, okay, and you put like that and sew here, and after you sew the buttonhole, your cardigan is ready. I hope you like it. It's not complicated, but it's take time until you finish, because it is a long cardigan, but I hope you like it. And if you like my work, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.